observation and monitoring. We talked about emotional intelligence before, the EI of EIVSOM. We've talked about value systems before, the VS of EIVSOM. The OM is just as important, the observation and monitoring. The model works because we are observing and we are monitoring our emotional intelligence and value systems and the interplay between the two and the decisions that we're making when we're in the different quadrants. The concept is that the observation aspect of it is that you're actually trying to be as present as you can in being aware of where your emotional intelligence and value systems are sitting in general and in the moment that you're making decisions. Because if you can just have that moment of check on, on what basis am I making this decision, then the choices that you're going to make are generally going to be better if generally you can think, am I in that top right quadrant? Have I got good emotional intelligence and value systems as I'm making this decision? And if I haven't, if I've got a drop in my emotional intelligence or a drop in my value systems, should I be making this decision now? And then the monitoring is the ongoing process of it, that nothing is ever finished. Life isn't finished until it's finished, and the energy that we're creating is continuous. So that constant monitoring of our behaviours. If as a family you get up in the morning and there's always an argument, there's always chockey, and you're all going at each other, and then it's a rush to get to school, and then you drop the kids off at school, and then you're back, and then you're working, especially if you work online, and then you're straight into the first meeting with all the wrong sort of energy, then make a change. Is it getting up half an hour earlier? Is it going to bed an hour earlier? How is it that we can make change in order to have a better existence? And it's very often very small things. We will continually do the same thing, and that goes with what we're eating and how we're exercising and routine. Routines are good when they're good, but if we're in the wrong routine, then being aware of that, and if something's working, to monitor that. If it's working, why is it working? Because again, it can be very small things, and that can come down to our diet and to our exercise routine, whether we're meditating, whether we're not meditating, and that constant monitoring definitely helps us to live our most contented existence. That's it for the day. Cheers.